Warning, warning, warning. This is Velocity for the PSP Vita. That's right, this is a game I spent a lot of hours playing on the train, on the way to work, and it even got a warning saying this game is seriously addictive and it would wreck your social life.
Hello and welcome to the Isolated Gamers. Today I'm going to review Velocity Ultra for the PS Vita. Developed by FuturLab, a small company which is based near towards my neck of the woods, Brighton. At first glance it appears as a top-down shooter, but let me tell you this, it's mainly a puzzler. Velocity never puts a bulk of its weight on its shooting, instead it focuses on light puzzle solving. Velocity, just like the title indicates, is a vertical shoot 'em up, but without so much shooting. The main goal of the game is to rescue the stranded ships. It's easy, right? Sounds easy anyway. No, I can tell you this game involves quick reflexes. As Jack Burton says, it's all in the reflexes. The game uses teleportation element quite heavily. You have to create restore points using your telepod in order to teleport back to an earlier stage of the level. However, the screen would flash through, prompting you when you need to set this telepod, which is quite handy. Me personally didn't even notice this blue flashing thing. I was setting them through trial and error, for fuck's sake. Similar to a game like Mega Man, there is no way to get through the stage the first time. This game expects the player to go through trial and error. This is very apparent in later stages. You have to die a few times in order to get the grasp of things. Heck, there were some stages where I was completely lost, just repeating it, trial and error, repeat until I got it. Like most shoot 'em ups, there are different types of enemies you'll come across. However, I could say in this game there are none of the enemies that stood out for me. They simply had a colour makeover and that was it. There aren't any bosses in this game. I didn't come across any mech robots or gigantic robots at the end of the stage who look like Smurfette. I was expecting a giant type Smurfette. God damn it, Smurfette is a MILF. I digest, I'm losing the point. The music for the game really sets the mood and tension of rushing through outer space. The music was composed by James Marsden. I believe he composed some tracks for Killzone. That game had good music too. The controls for the game are tight, like a virgin. The right analog gives you the ability to hurl bomb-like projectiles in any four directions around you, which comes in handy for getting through barriers by activating special switches that can only be hit from specific angles. You can also use the touchscreen or square button to teleport, which is very handy. I could proudly say I beated this game. There are 50 levels and 50 levels varies in terms of goals. Some missions involve time attack mode, which involves whizzing through the stage. Other stages involve collecting survivors. The latest stages just involve getting to the end point by unlocking the various switches to get through the barriers. You have bronze, silver, gold. Basically, if you get the gold, That means you're meeting more of your objectives and therefore you get more points, and you need more points to get further in the game, especially later games. You need as much points as you can get, so you'll be revisiting some of the earlier stages in order to get the gold points to progress further. I'll tell you something, Velocity Ultra doesn't have super weapons or massive third stage boss fights. But what Velocity offers is something different from most shoot 'em ups, and it does it extremely well. It uses teleportation tricks and mixes it up with light puzzle solving. This game is now free, if you have a PS Plus that is. This game is perfect for a train or bus journey. Personally, I wouldn't bother buying it for a home console or PC. This game is ideal to play for short intervals, but don't expect depth. It won't give you depth, but it would give you cheap thrills, cause it's very cheap as it's free. Doesn't get cheaper than free.